You are listening to the Audio Missile Podcast.
Hey everybody, it's Audio Missile Podcast. We're back again. We're here with my friend Angel.
Hello.
And his lovely girlfriend Anika. Okay, how you guys doing?
We're doing good.
How's the COVID-19 treating you?
Super awkward at Applebee's earlier.
Are you guys one of those couples that are surviving the COVID-19? Because I hear a lot of people are breaking up because they're spending too much time together.
No,
So you guys doing all right?
We're very good.
All right, that's good.
Yeah, me and my girl feel the stress.
What happened at the Applebee's? You said Applebee's. What happened at the Applebee's?
Oh no, we gotta talk about the Applebee's,
What
my
happened?
boy.
What?
It was just so awkward. Just everybody has to eat outside. You can't go inside to use the restroom unless you have a mask. Like, there's no more menus. You have to scan a QR code. They only give you like one napkin with your fork and spoon. Like, there's no like hot sauce or condiments.
But you could ask for more napkins, right?
I'm sure you could. I just did really good.
Oh my
It was
God.
just awkward. It was just like you would.
But isn't that a good thing though?
You would think
because
they would-
they're helping you like stay safe, right?
You would think they would give you better service, being that there's not a lot of people there now. But it was just
Well, less people, less employees also. I mean, I'm pretty sure they don't have the whole kitchen and all the staff.
well, what you would think. I mean, the food came out pretty quick, as opposed to like if you were to go like on normal pre-COVID. But I just felt like
Life isn't the same.
life isn't the same.
It's going to be a few months or maybe another year before we get to that. Okay? But anyway, what's in the news today? Cordell?
Oh, wow. But we ain't talking about Applebee's. We're gonna talk about the jetpack. That you hear
Jetpack.
about the dude flying over LAX in a flying machine?
Well, there was an incident maybe a few weeks ago about a guy at the LX flying with
It
a
started
jetpack.
August 30th when two pilots radioed into the tower and said, "Hey, there's a dude out here in a flying suit." You know, it was American Airlines and JetBlue, and literally the dude was flying. And so, all right, no one could figure it out.
Hey, dude, pilots, they know what they fucking saw. You know what I mean?
Well, fast forward to last week, a Chinese airplane said, "Yo, we saw a dude flying at 6,000 feet. That's over a mile high in the sky."
That was number 2.
and that was with a jetpack.
That was last week.
Yeah, it was another guy. That's the second guy.
Now
right?
check this out.
It could be the same guy. We don't know.
So
Sure
like,
it wasn't a drone.
no, my boy has a good idea right there. Now people are saying like, the aeronautics engineers are saying, no, it's not a jetpack. It's a drone with a mannequin or an inflatable dummy or some shit. But the American Airlines pilot says, no, fool, that was a dude in a flying machine.
I'm just saying, fucking pilots know what they fucking saw. And plus, the guy gave him the finger. Nah, I'm just playing around.
Well, check this out. There's only a handful of companies on the earth that make those jetpack machines.
So it shouldn't be too hard to find out.
And that's what
who's doing it,
that's
right?
what the FBI says because, or the FFA.
What about if you make one yourself? Is there a possibility that this guy's an engineer? He knows how to make things and he made one
Tech
himself?
savvy.
Yeah,
Yep.
tech savvy, huh? Yeah, right. In Bakersfield, some Vato. Now, check this out. There's a company in Chatsworth that makes them, and they're called Jetpack Aviation. And the CEO says, no, it wasn't us. He says, technically, you can't even fly that thing up there. He goes, because it only has half the range of its gas.
Yeah,
so like if
'cause
you're
the
going
fuel,
1,000
it doesn't
feet,
have a
you can only
giant
get
fuel
500 feet before you got to turn around and come back.
It doesn't have a giant fuel tank.
No, you gotta wear it on your back.
I'm
How
going.
you know this dude doesn't park by LAX and just bikes up to fuck with them and
Yeah.
then goes back down?
I'm going by Gilligan's
No,
Island.
that makes sense.
I'm going by Gilligan's Island. Remember they had a jetpack, a scene, in one
Right.
of the episodes,
Well-
and I'm looking at 2 tanks, like 2 small CO2 sized tanks.
Sure,
Is
well,
what
it's-
I'm envisioning. But it could be, you could have like a giant 5-gallon thing.
Dude, it was in James Bond, and it's always in the movies. But you know where they're saying they think it comes from? Literally, City of Commerce or
at the-
Vernon over there.
probably at
But
the-
that's my point.
Probably hit on the poker, bought a jetpack.
over there.
You don't have enough fuel.
Commerce Casino. That's what
right.
that fool is. I'm telling you.
There's not enough fuel for them to get from Commerce all the way to LAX and back.
And that's what they're saying. There's something fishy about it. You know, because there's like flight safety and the planes freak out, but whoever's doing it is crazy. They don't.
What
give
about
a
if
shit.
it's a ghost?
What about it?
Oh shit, the ghost.
A ghost
Yeah,
of
They shoot it down.
A guy who died on a jetpack.
No,
Why wouldn't
that's
they
a
shoot
good
it down?
question. That's a good. Well, you know, there's what are the helicopters there? Because I see the helicopters nowadays. They got those fucking guns on the front of it,
The
like
helicopters,
military.
You can't fly nothing over LAX.
No, there's a no-fly zone.
And that's what
near
they're
the
saying. He has to
LAX.
take off somewhere, and they're saying, well, they think he comes from right over the hill, like industrial section, and he flies over. But the dude, like I
I mean,
said,
but we're in Los Angeles, Cordell.
He
I
probably
mean,
just
come on.
takes off from,
Someone
like,
has to
some-
see this motherfucker landing somewhere.
Yeah.
and then well, they're saying, you know, dude, it makes a lot of noise. And they're saying some neighbors got to see that shit, that dude flying that thing, taking off and landing. The neighbors, somebody's got to see it.
That's
You
my
know?
point. We're in LA. It's millions of people here.
Somebody has to put a fake reward. to
It's a
find
secret
out who he is.
superhero.
Or with
You're
somebody
right.
with their fucking cell phone has to capture something because they record everything.
You know, that's funny. But you know,
secret superhero.
you know, speaking of planes, I got another story that's going to trip you out. This was another airplane that just happened. There was a lady who was flying home from Las Vegas. She was doing something with her sister. They went on a trip and they were going back to Detroit. Her name was Alicia Beverly. So she fell asleep on the plane. Have you
The
ever
home
been?
girl.
Yeah, yep. That's what I'm saying. Have you ever been on a plane and fall asleep? You know, and see, here's what happened. She felt a fucking warm sensation behind her as she's sleeping. She woke up and the dude behind her was peeing on her on the airplane.
What?
Yeah, she started screaming. And so like the security came and got him and they arrested him.
And what did he say? What was it?
I wonder what she was dreaming of. Like,
Was it R. Kelly?
Was
No.
his excuse?
well, no, what was she dreaming of?
It gets the story goes even crazier.
She thought it was champurrado. Huh?
Champora.
I'm just saying. I've gotten in many
Hot
flights, and you're nervous, so it's easy to take a fucking nap because you rather just take a nap and wake up at your destination, right? But imagine you're taking a nap and then you feel something warm and somebody's peeing on you.
Like, what the fuck was going through his head?
Now I'm gonna.
Did
now,
she have to change her clothes?
now
What would
that's
you
a good
do?
question.
I would have popped them in the face.
Well, no, they arrested
I
him.
would've peed
and
back on him.
Luckily, they had a cop on the plane. So now check this out.
A federal marshal.
Do you want to know his name? You can't know his name because the police are not revealing his name because guess what? It turns out to be a famous pastor from North Carolina. This guy's like a minister or a priest that's famous, like one of these dudes.
No one's
Like a
above the law.
prosperity preacher?
So it shouldn't
Yeah,
be.
and he did some maniacal shit on the fucking plane, dude.
He's a pastor from where?
North Carolina, and they won't give his name.
Let me guess,
and
he's a Biden supporter?
we don't know. He ain't a Biden supporter. I bet this homie's
Out of North Carolina, that's for sure.
That's a Jill Stein supporter, my boy. Now listen, they're gonna find out who the dude is. Like he already went to court and bonded out, but they're keeping the name secret because he has enough pool or juice in the state of North Carolina that he wants to keep his name hidden.
What would be a good excuse? Like, it's
There's no excuse. No. Here's the difference. If he was peeing in his own pants, it's like, oh shit, I had a problem, incontinence or something. I was sleeping.
He was peeing on a girl.
No, she said that he had whipped it out.
Well, you're not gonna find out.
And that's when they came over. She started screaming. Everyone woke up like, oh. And then some cop came over and got him and said, hey, what the fuck? And then they landed and they're like, oh shit, we can't say nothing because this homie has juice.
You're not gonna find out who he is until he goes to court, and then you're gonna know.
Right, because he bonded out.
That's public record.
You are listening to the Audio Missile Podcast.